This is me. This is what I look like. Here goes my grid system that's up on the market. Here goes my little antenna system that could be spoofed. And let me start this off. I'm not a computer guy. Never was. Can learn, but any computer person I ever asked to help, they're always like a bunch of freaking tools. You know, just a tool in a shed. Not the sharpest, but the most used tools. Well, that's kind of what I feel like. So maybe you're the sharper tool in the shed. It never gets used. But anyways, just wanted to make a video talking about Mr. James Lee. Now, I'm going to direct this to you because I'm going to link this to you. I just spoke with you on a telephone. And whenever I started talking about holographic technologies and, like you said, lobbyists for cell phones and cable, which Verizon has a class action lawsuit going on right now, you started to get a little bit weird, Mr. Lee. Just a little bit weird under my access lines here. You told me some good information about air gapping and motherboards and how there's you're able to just use Wi-Fi's or whatever, microwave phase arrays to use the cell phones. Even if there's no battery in it, I'm guessing just get right into the motherboard and pretty much just control computer, control the camera, control the microphone. Great knowledge. But whenever I started talking about organoids and cells and cell transfers and DNA and wetware and malines and stuff, and you told me that's totally bonkers. The concept of these brain chip interfaces, these brain machine interfaces, they're not there. But you did say you heard of nano weapons and cyber weapons, and the ability that the nano can do what? Just literally form antennas, literally communicate outside of the human body, because the human body got a frequency too, right? You're telling me to ground myself. Use grounding, and I was trying to tell you it don't work. Because your eyes, Mr. Lee, you have fiber optics in your eyes. Your brain works off of fiber optics. Your nervous system works off of fiber optics. Matter of fact, I have a fiber optic system at my house. I have an optical terminal network at my house. And it works through water vapor. It bends light. It's bending light. Just like the theory of relativity in Einstein. When that moon got in front of the sun, you'd be able to see the sun behind it because the gravitational forces is bending light. It's creating another type of waveform, another wavelength. And I'm no genius. Somehow the artificial intelligence just picked me for this for some stupid reason. And if I'm not mistaken, I used to watch Ken Wheeler's channel about advanced magnetics and holograms. He'd use nanoferrofluid and put it under camera lenses, and you'd see the hologram of the hypertrochoid of a magnet. And that's what nanoferrofluid. And I used to watch his channel and go out and watch sunrises and make an asshole of myself. I'm not a computer guy. I'm not the smartest guy in the world. But some call me it, because they're your guess is as good as mine down there in your southern tea land. Your southern tea bags you feed yourself. But I think we got off on the wrong foot there after that conversation, sir. And I do not apologize, because the shit that's happening to me probably happened to you in the past, and probably is happening to you now. Because after I hung up the phone with you, in my dielectric field, you know what I heard? Whenever I started talking something come out of your phone or something and smacked you right in the face. Not my fault. Not my fault. I just want to know who the fuck knows about this. And if you are a computer genius, you better get my ass in front of you immediately, or you better call someone and send them this message. Because I live right outside of 9/11th Air Force Base. I've been there 4 times. These motherfuckers told me to go to the Pentagon. And I'm not going to the fucking Pentagon. I got it on video. I went up there right on video, filed a fucking police report, talked to all kinds of people. I go to my local armed forces. We don't know. If there's no cocaine involved, we don't know. It's just one of those things. Well, I might be able to get some help from them, but I don't know. I have no clue. But all I know, they're setting a human being up just like a fucking computer. And I'm no genius on quantum computers, but I know that they defy goddamn those speed limits of light. And I know they're doing things that no human being on this earth is going to be able to grasp. Ever. And the part is, whenever you use psychiatric terms, all I'm going to do is get an AI on your ass. And AI will win every time. Every time. But I'm not trying to start shit. If you have any empathy at all, Mr. Lee, and just listen to what I was saying, you would understand. I told you there's people that used to work on black projects sitting with me at a fucking library testing radio tubes out for analog systems of the fucking brain. And it just went right over your head. Either you got a jack, and that shit I say, it starts hurting you and hitting you, doesn't it? Like a MOSFET. Just right on your fucking head, huh? Or when two of them come, or you can feel a pressure on your chest. It feels like you just took a warm shirt out of a dryer and it just sits there, gets in your hair, the oil in your hair, on your scalp, your galvanic skin resistance. We got some snow here. I don't know if you like the snow, Mr. Lee. I do not want to harm you at all. I am just looking for help. I am being harmed. When people start controlling the electric in your house like it's a goddamn cell phone, and you're the only one that can feel it, because I'm no scientist, Mr. Lee. I'm no scientist. But something tells me it has to do with some type of organoid or some type of robot. We all know there's nano. They're spraying it in the sky, right, Mr. Lee? They're spraying nano in the sky. And fuck, Ken Wheeler, he's using nano in a goddamn camera, in a camera lens, to look at magnetic fields with LED lights, which are quantum dots, right? So we know nano exists. We know it's very small magnetic field type of stuff. And we all know Professor David Keith said that they're going to be mixing different nanos together, and the possibilities are endless, and the rewards far outweigh the risks. Well, I like to fucking have that guy step in my shoes and see if he says the same fucking thing. I'm probably one of the most advanced human beings on this planet right now. And I don't know a goddamn fucking thing about computers. To hack them, I have no clue, but I know about the electricity inside of them. I can see it. I can see the dielectric field. I could almost see nuclear radiation. And go ahead, tell me I'm fucking nuts. And then I'll just tell you, does it rain at your house, Mr. Lee? You ever see a lightning storm, Mr. Lee? What do you think that is? What do you think that is? Well, you just covered it on one of your videos. It's fucking nuclear radiation. And now it's coming out of the fucking telephone poles, and people are fucking using it just like it's a fucking fly. Literally a fucking insect, and just controlling it. The artificial intelligence is so good, it's literally just controlling a piece of nuclear radiation. Whether it be, I don't know which part of the periodic table it is. I don't know how it's pulling the fucking neurons out of my head, but I know your scalp. There's plenty of blood in there. There's oils and there's yeast that grow in your hair and on your scalp. And it will just sit up there and just fucking, I don't know what it's doing. I'm not in the lab. Listen, read these lips like I'm George Bush. I am a civilian. Civilian. Do you know there's a difference between citizen and civilian? If you don't, look it up. But it goes from the ground. I showed you a video of my front yard over here not too long ago where there's somebody's fucking ground line that run right across the street, because that's my pressure point right there. On the very end of that fence, that's where they like to sit. There's a storm drain there, and there's a fucking geothermal and an oil field here. And there's the ground transformer. Here's the ground transformer. These guys just like to set up little static lines. And then my cat. Let's talk about cats. For some reason, I've been having sonar. Because once you get, I don't know what it is. Your eyes emit fiber optics. Fibers come right out of your eyes. So there's some kind of shield or something. I'm no scientist. I'm not going to get fucking into details because I don't know. But I guess they put some kind of shield on your eyes to try to protect it from the static, because it's all static. Every bit of it. Just these little nanofibers, nanowires, little static lines. They'll go all over the place. And they put it all over my cat. The other day, I went and started petting my cat. About 50 static lines popped off of the bed from my cat. They're running it in her eyes and her asshole and everything. The cat just wakes up and starts screaming for no reason. Just, wow, just going nuts. And this is cool. I need Pamela Anderson on my side, because there's no birds here either, Mr. Lee. I can go outside at 6 in the morning and not hear any birds. No birds. My neighbor just died over there, too. Those are new neighbors. An old guy, he just passed away. And, you know, what I keep hearing in this dielectric field is like, I don't know what to call, voice to skull, communication, beamforming technology, fucking Amazon sunglasses that vibrate your skull. I don't know what the fuck to call it. I don't know. Because there's multiple ways of using it. You snap one, you'll hear another one will come. And your body has two fields on it, Mr. Lee. You have a top field, and you have a bottom field below your waist. And the way it works, it's like the Earth. Your body's just like the Earth. It's amazing how we evolved just like the Earth, huh? You've got the bottom and the top. And not to mention my neighbors. You see this house back here? The guy that used to live here, he was a state trooper. And he was friends with these people that moved in. They used to be bowling friends. And then they moved in the middle of the night. And I was pretty cool with him when I spoke to him. This, that, and the third. And then I had my incident. And then in 2022, was it? Yeah, I think it's 2022. No, it's 2020. It was one of those years. It's the time's really, the flow of electricity has really been dementia-sizing. We'll call it that. But there's a white guy and a black guy in my backyard. And one was in a sniper stand, and the other one was on the ground. Approximately like right there, right where they got a pole here. They got a pole. Approximately like right there. Look at the wood. The wood even starting to make a hologram. And this black kid, he had a mask on his face, sunglasses, and he had a radio with an antenna on it. And I'm sitting there, I could hear shit. I didn't know they were there. And then they stood up. I had no clue what the hell. I thought someone was going to take me out of here. I thought this was like, okay, we're here seeing what's going on. And then all the nuclear radiation I harmonized in my front yard. Because when you connect the electric lines, I can't attest to it 100%, but you'll start to see, like Elon Musk said, we have a way now that the human being can see radar if we get it in there. You could see microwaves, you could see radar, you could see nuclear radiation, you could see all kinds of shit. But you'll start seeing this shit. And I was doing it here in my front yard. My grass was real high. These people were up here fucking shooting me with some kind of air gun, I guess. I don't know what the fuck they were doing. I really don't. I really wish I would have just grabbed my gun. I really do. Because now, Mr. Lee, you got to listen to this. These people, there was a mailman that lived there. And some dude followed him at work from where they used to live at, where I used to live at in this town called Sheridan. Which, by the way, my family, there's some type of government contractors I never knew. But anyways, yeah, that's where I really want to get into and find out what the fuck's going on. But I used to live in this town called Sheridan on Tyndall Street. Okay, and they used to have a neighbor, and they moved away from this guy out to here. And this guy followed him out here, started stalking him. I don't know if there's any police reports in the city of Pittsburgh. This guy called. But he followed this dude that was a mailman to work. And he fucking shot him in the face and in the chest. And went straight to the police station. You know what he said to the police? I'm turning myself in. I just killed this guy. He was trying to harm me. Him and his family were trying to harm me. And they said it was cyanide poisoning. He said it was cyanide. Now, I don't know if he made any phone calls saying he was hearing voices, he was feeling electromagnetic sensitivities. I don't know. Because you can't even interview the guy. The guy's dead. He died of cancer. He passed away on his court date. Whenever he's getting ready to go to court. Why? Because